And we are back. Welcome back, one and all, to the second match of this first round of ACES 2026 matches. This time, the Kinderdijk Giants versus the Paris Peacocks. A very interesting matchup indeed. I'm joined here once again by people.
Yes, this is an interesting matchup for sure. As we've been looking at, we have kind of an oddity around here in ACES. We have a surplus of people that actually play Slide 4 and know their way around the game. Which is for sure going to make this into a very interesting draft compared to what we're used to seeing.
So yeah, this will be quite the spectacle, as we're going to be seeing who is going to have the honor of facing off against the Bombers in match number 8. So we're going to be getting into the draft very, very soon. Here we are.
Very soon indeed.
All right. So, as mentioned, in most matches, Slide 4 would be the weak point for both teams. But for this one, we actually have a non-captain who is very proficient at Slide 4 on both teams. I know that Inferno has been playing quite a bit of Slide 4 Episode 2. That is the episode he is pretty well known for. So I'm kind of expecting that to be among the Peacocks' first bans. But we'll kind of see what the landscape's going to be looking like for them. Sonic, the captain, of course, very proficient in Slide 4 as well. Also very good in Slide 2.
Yeah, thinking about it.
3.
I think a lot of this draft is also going to come down to the utilization of Slide 3. Trying to force an off-pick onto there. I think will be very smart for either team.
For sure. The Peacocks have a very strong Slide 3 player in Gnist, where the Giants definitely also have people who can run Slide 3, but Gnist might be pulling a little bit ahead of the pack on this one.
Yeah.
We are seeing the Peacocks home turf being banned, and the instant lock of Slide 4 Episode 2 from the Giants. Probably going to be sticking Inferno on that one. Very sensible. Now, here from the Peacocks, I'm probably going to want to get an episode for Antho, since Luffy can probably cover that Slide 4 episode. So whatever is... It's probably going to be Antho's choice of Slide 2 episode, but we'll see what the pick ends up being.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. There's a lot of interesting episodes up for pick. Hopefully, we get to see either 2-4 or 2-7.
Yeah, I'm counting on it being one of the harder ones, since that might be their leg in to gain some time versus the Giants. And there's 2-6. Interesting. That is one of the, I wouldn't say an easy one, but it's a more simple one compared to your 2-2s and your 2-7.
Exactly.
There's your 2-4s and your 2-7s.
You actually have all your movement tech at that time, so you definitely have to make sure you're managing that well. So safely, I think it's safe to assume that we're going to be seeing Antho on that. And then maybe we're seeing the banning out of Slide 3 here, perhaps.
That could be. So I'm gonna predict we're gonna be seeing Inferno on 4-2. We're probably gonna be seeing Takai on 2-6, and then Sonic's gonna be filling in the gap. Yeah.
I think that's a very safe assumption.
And as we mentioned, probably Luffy on 4-2, Antho on 2-6, and Gnist on the remaining episode. Gonna be seeing the final bans coming in from the Peacocks.
Yeah, as we've
trying to lock out some of the less familiar games for the captain, but we shall see. All right, we have only Slide 3 left open, so we are going to be having another round with every game being played.
We're
going to be seeing the return of Episode 6, the extremely hard episode in Episode 4, or the cutscene and hard trick marathon that is Episode 3.
It's for sure going to be interesting no matter where we end up.
The Giants do have the opportunity to pick their home turf here for the big home field advantage. But do they capitalize on it?
I do think that
Let's see.
completely comes down to captain's choice at this point. Whatever they would feel. Yeah. Whatever they would prefer, or whatever they would feel more comfortable playing on.
And
we
are
see
seeing
the home turf.
That is probably going to be Sonic versus Kinist on that one. Gonna be interested to see the pick order. I would assume they're gonna be going with 4-2 first, since I doubt that Luffy would need much time to practice that one.
Yeah, is it? Maybe it's gonna be 3-3 last, because I don't really see needing 2-6 to warm up either. Unless they want to try and apply pressure to Kai specifically for some reason. Which, to a certain degree, would make... Oh, for sure. Like, applying pressure to Zakai, like, on paper, it kind of makes sense, him being primarily a Sly 1 runner, even though he really does have strong times in Sly 2 as well.
It is, as we mentioned, Sly 4 first, then Sly 2, and then the big and scary Sly 3, Episode 3, to finish it off. So I think regardless of... Definitely. I think so regardless of what pace we're going to be seeing, the race is going to be far from over until 3-3 is approaching its end. That is a massive, massive potential swing. We're not going to be knowing who's where, what's what. This will be an intense one.
It can flip like a coin. The time leads here effectively, especially as you mentioned in 3-3. I've seen plenty of your runs sadly end during this episode.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of jobs that all have big potentials for time losses in episode 3. You know, have frame Team Belgium. If you get some bad Angie on the truck running around, you have the ACES semifinals, which is not this. ACES semifinals are coming up later. You have the infamous Beauty and the Beast cutscene skip, which has as many setups as there are stars in the sky, and none of them work every time. And you have, of course, the infamous ghost hacks in Windmill Firewall. You have Giant Wolf Massacre, where you need some excellent guard spawn manipulation to get a decent time. Just a lot of stuff all around.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting for sure to see how the landscape looks once we get around to episode 3. I can't imagine. I could fully imagine it being a very tight race the entire way up until something might occur in EP3 or in 3-3 rather.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting about our first episode here, Sly 4 episode 2, is that to get a decent time, it's actually a fairly simple episode. There's not much that can go entirely wrong, and not a lot of super hard strats. But if you want to go for those super upper echelon strats, you have your spiral dive strats, your mysterious reflexes, a bunch of really hard stuff that can easily lose a bunch of time if you're not careful enough. And we are seeing both runners ready. It seems we're having a Takai on Sly 4 versus Luffy Cooper. That was not expected.
That was not expected at all.
All right.
So is that going to be Inferno on 2-6?
It might just be. It might just be.
This is already shaking up everything that I thought was about to happen. This, you can't expect anything in ACES, honestly.
One of these languages we're seeing. I have no idea. It is definitely German for Luffy, which is fastest sometimes. Oh, they're starting on the same frame. This is insane. And what language is Sakai running? Is that Portuguese?
Mayhaps.
I have no idea.
All I can say is the script writers are going crazy this year.
This is wild.
This is honestly wild. Did not expect this.
But Sakai does have a bit of a home field advantage here because we are in the USA.
Very true.
It's crazy.
It's Spanish.
Ooh, interesting. So
a bit of mismending there from Takai.
We have two players on different languages, but both are on the optimal language. Kinda. So there's one skip in what's it called? Jailhouse Blues. called like a Banokicom cutscene skip. And it saves time if you're playing in Spanish, but if you're playing in German, it doesn't save time. And that difference is like what makes the difference between which language is faster. So if they hit that Banokicom cutscene skip, then yeah. If either gain or lost time depending on the language.
It's all gonna come down to one moment.
Yeah, we do. That was the first lead change already. Goddamn. Oh, Luffy missing the circle boost. Lead change.
Another lead change.
Okay, hit the gong. Lead change. Yeah, we are seeing the saltar video and film sequence, blah blah blah. So here we're seeing more of what I talked about with slide 4. You really have to like know your buffer directions. So if you while you're loading out from this load screen, you have to know which way you're facing, which way you're gonna be running, where you want to go. So you can see like both of the runners are running straight while they should have been running like a little bit up left to have a little bit of a better line, but it might be fine. Right. Sakai is back ahead by a little bit. Ooh, and Sakai taking the alternate route where he can go for a displacement boost. If he gets it, which he does, that is a lot of time save. And we have a lead change. Hit the gong.
And another lead change. We need somebody to count these up at the end. That was immaculate.
As we're gonna be stealing the toothpick. Not the toothpick, the lollipop from toothpick.
Toothpick's lolly.
I'll say that.
Hey, it's what it said on Luffy's screen.
That's not wrong. Anyway, we're gonna be gliding over to this final cutscene trigger. Not the final one. I just told a lie. Well, we can then buffer glide over to this final nail. And we just gotta take out these 3 close pegs before we can finish up the first job. And we do have Sakai coming out on top by, looks like about 10 seconds. Roughly.
Very nice indeed. Still very tight. There is easily room for a couple more lead changes.
Yeah. Let's see who's gonna really pull out ahead here. The Cooks. Hashtag Giant Cooks. Epic battle.
Epic battle indeed. Let's see who gets the better loads here.
It wasn't even that big of a time disparity.
No, not really. It's like literally like between 5 and 10 seconds. They're playing very neck and neck right now.
Mm-hmm. As we're gonna be heading into a deceptively difficult job called Jailhouse Blues. Let's also check if the runners have all their gadgets. Are we gonna be seeing some adrenaline bursts from Bentley? As we watch the epic slide 4 loading screens.
These are so fast.
Something like that.
There's some AB from Takai right there.
Beautiful. This is excellent AB usage.
And no AB from Luffy, it seems. Oh,
he's
there
got
it was.
That's just some tricky movement out of the load there, because, mind you, you can't see.
Very true. You did mention that.
Abusing the fact that Bentley's bounce direction, and everyone's bounce direction for that matter, is heavily impacted by the direction you're buffering while you land, so you can really like shoot yourself in a direction despite landing from a completely different angle. Very interesting tech. A little bit of a widening gap here, but as mentioned, it is anyone's run the whole time.
I remember seeing some videos from Mapio in the Sly 4 channel of some pretty interesting movement tech in the breakout job that is upcoming. I wonder if we're going to be seeing any of that. here.
That would be this one.
Yep.
Jailhouse Blues.
Oh,
We do
it's
have
the same.
some. Yeah.
Ah.
Here we're gonna be seeing the first appearance of Sly's prisoner disguise. Well, in gameplay, he did have it in a cutscene before. As we're meeting up with Tennessee Kid Cooper and trying to break him out of prison.
Good ancestor. I really like Tennessee.
Right here, if you mash the Banokicom, then you can pull up the Banokicom, of course, and skip this cutscene. Pretty nice. As you land, mash the Banokicom and... Oh, Luffy did not go for it. It doesn't really matter that much.
It's like a couple seconds at most.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, here we have the out of bounds, where you jump on this post, jump around, and hopefully land up here. Ooh, that was very dangerous. Sakai was very close to falling out of bounds through the floor below the level, but he just barely made it onto solid ground. Very nice performance.
Clutched it.
Yep. Ooh, Luffy struggling to get onto the barrel. If you
And
do,
the barrel getting destroyed.
yeah, if you do break the barrel, then you can instead opt to. Instead, you can opt to. What am I trying to say? Opt to reload checkpoint to get the barrels back, which is a good bit faster than going the intended way around, like Luffy is here. Okay, Sakai going for the very difficult version of this skip, where you spiral dive onto this corner here and get the little nudge up. Very nicely done.
This is really impressive from Sakai. He's for sure only recently picked up this, running this episode, or Sly 4 at least.
Maybe. Luffy did hit the Banokicom CSS, but he is not on Spanish, so it's not going to save any time. In fact, it probably lost a little bit. But hey, we like a good flex. And going for the more safe strat for getting up to this platform. Very respectable. Just gotta wait for this light and he can try again to get up. Beautifully done.
Sakai moving on to the rolling ball section here. We're coming up to the movement area that I mentioned earlier, and that's a place where time can really be lost or gained, depending on how you choose to play it. Might even cut down the entire disparity, depending on how Sakai does it.
Alright, here we are onto the little sliding block puzzle. Not too much to say about this one, just minimize your movement. Go for these bounces from the longest distance you can. Cut down on some time. Alright, here we are onto one of the harder strats in the game. At least that are compulsory. And Sakai opts out of it. He opts for a different setup. Oh, wow. I have not seen this before. That was very impressive.
That's very clean.
Yeah. That might be safer. Huh. Because the other strat you would otherwise go for is to jump on like a pipe running across running into the area where the final button is.
Yeah.
But that pipe is quite slippery. Let's see what Luffy opts for here. It's gonna be very interesting to see.
We have around 50 seconds of...
Does go for this jump.
Very nice.
And
I
he
hear
goes
that.
for the save. That is very good.
I hear that jump is very tough.
It is, but there's an even harder strat called like the boarding variant or something where you'd go from that border to the border across from it and then land on it with your Prisoner's outfits, you can just go straight on without having to push the block. It is faster, but significantly harder. And hey, they are in the same cutscene, so lead is definitely there, but not by too much.
It can for sure go either way still.
It can, for
This
sure.
is- as mentioned before, this is this is going to be close all the way until the very end.
Oh yeah.
I'm predicting.
No one's a safe winner until we are well into the very, very late game of Sly 3.
No one is safe until Cooper Hanger defends.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be the real tiebreaker.
Honestly, yeah. The micro.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very important.
And the time difference currently is about 44 seconds. So a little bit of a gap has been made, but again, nothing unrecoverable, far from it. Alright, here we come on to the tailing section, where there's a very interesting thread where Toothpick will many times pause to check behind him, like you see with Dimitri and Follow Dimitri and other such jobs. But for some reason, if you then make some sound that he can hear, then he will skip that animation and do a shorter one where he just looks forward and then keeps walking.
That's really sick.
Yeah. You can trigger this extra animation with any audio source. It's of course fastest to break an object to alert him, but there's
So you
one
can-
area where we don't have any objects to break, so we opt for sprinting in earshot of him. Is the one after this one, I believe. We do love some double auto-scroller action.
Oh, we love it. It's great gameplay.
It really is.
Both runners doing a bit of hop, skip, and jumps
We're just goofing around, having fun with it.
to try and keep all of this interesting. Yeah,
Here,
does Yamada
here
having
it
a
is.
stroke?
We're gonna be sprinting a bit. Hiya. There we go.
Very nice.
So the gap is just about two toothpick animations. Very nice.
Still very tight. I'm still very interested in this whole, or surprised rather, by Takai playing 4-2. I did not expect that to be the situation here.
Me neither, if I'm being quite honest.
As everyone heard, we were 100% that it was going to be Inferno,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
since that is his bread and butter. Is it? I'm thinking now, is this going to be something like insanely crazy, where it's going to be Sonic on 2.6 and then Inferno on 3.3?
That could be. Because Inferno has experience in all of the episodes in Slide 2, and actually has some Vulcan runs under his belt. Aside from that, he does have experience in Slide 2 and 3, but that is about it. So I can't see him being the Slide 3
designated.
player
Yeah.
of choice. I will be seeing a little cheeky skip here from Takai. Beautifully done. Getting past that firewall with the speed. This is not what you want to see. He's getting caught. Oh, he's being burned. This is toasted hacks, but not in a good way. This is not a skip. It's just slow.
Yeah, I hear dying right there's unoptimal.
That's the case most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what
That
you want to see, but it is recoverable. The gap is still very much alive and well.
Yeah, they had the
However,
time to.
it has been looking healthier than it is.
That's for sure.
El lazo láser del acelerador irá de perlas para ese interruptor. Si mantengo pulsado el botón R2 mientras muevo la nave, una clave
Now let's see if
Grabbing
Fluffy
the key
can
here.
nail this firewall skip.
a un objetivo.
Nice.
First one clean,
Mejor que me deje llevar por
He's
la
got it.
corriente de electrones.
and he's playing the second one safe.
That is understandable. You do not want either of your drones to be at low health, especially not the shell code, the Bentley drone.
Yeah.
Because you need that for, if you were around here for the break, the toasted hacks.
Los interruptores funcionan.
A rather infamous skip, actually one of the biggest skips in Sly 4. At least it was for quite a while. It's still up there as one of the biggest one.
Interesting. We do like having toasted hacks. Toast the computer.
Yeah, oh, dude, we got both ghosted hacks and toasted hacks in the same run. This is huge.
Beautiful.
Takai himself is looking very good for these toasted hacks. Let's see if he nails them. Oh, he gets it.
Oh, very nice.
Beautiful. Luffy catching a bit of an unfortunate cycle, but he's still looking more than good. He's got a lot of health on the shell code, so he should be able to just get through no problem. Alright, let's see if he can nail it. He's just gonna hit the wiggle right, and he can sneak in between the dots. Oh, he's gonna wanna make a bit more move than that. Oh, and he gets it.
That was close.
Great. And after that, the lead has shrunk down to 25 seconds.
Fantástico, bien hecho.
It's getting closer.
I reiterate, it's anyone's game.
It really is. It's one job fail for anything. And then
Yeah.
we have another lead change.
I haven't seen a setup like that for toast attacks. I see everyone starting on the left, but Luffy went for the right. But hey, it works. And for a moment, we saw them both in the same cutscene.
Yeah. If it works, it works.
For sure. Alright, here we come to the Tennessee section of Cooper for Hire, where we get introduced to how to play as Tennessee and the and like how to use the gun and everything else.
A good little
Just fun.
tutorial section.
Yeah, just farming some coins, getting ready for the full game run.
Derecho para situar el cursor sobre un objetivo y luego pulso el botón R1 para usar el gatillo. Sí, señor.
Very nice, the guy.
Darme antes de que Toothpick lo
Good job. Thanks for the tutorial on coin farming.
He's thrown for the content.
Yep. And Luffy also getting some coins. Big 95.
Vaya. Parece que la puerta está
Love
bien
coin farming in my episode runs.
parar a todas las cerraduras.
It is pretty nice.
Vale, puerta abierta. Vamos, intenta saltar a otra vía pulsando el botón X.
And again, speaking of...
Una fuerte corriente eléctrica.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Luffy's a little bit behind still. He's one door behind Takai, basically.
Pretty much. However, the Tennessee section has some rather difficult skips. At least a pretty infamous one coming up here. So, you know, if one goes for it, one doesn't, one hits it, one doesn't, that could shake up the lead quite substantially. But we
Could
shall
change
see.
the entire landscape of what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, we could have another lead change.
Lead change.
Rápido que un coyote de 6 patas.
Let's see. So the strat is to hop up on these TNT barrels. Takai is not going for it unless he is, because he forgot. He is. Alright, let's see. And then you want to do a tight spiral dive up to the top here. Does not get it. Now the barrels might get shot by the guards down there. Yeah, he's going a bit too far left, not quite catching the corner. Like, you really want to be hitting that corner right there. It is not a free trick. It takes quite some practice.
This is a tough choice for him to make. Very nice. It worked out for him in the end.
Nice. But Luffy is catching up. He is now ahead in position, but not quite time-wise, because now Takai can respawn here and just be on with it. I don't know if you can call that a lead change. Luffy was further ahead for a little bit, but Takai pulled ahead very fast.
We count it. Add it to the counter.
That's to audience interpretation.
Yep.
That's for the philosophers in chat.
Can we get One, if it's a lead change. Two, if it isn't. We need the chat to vote here.
Man, you guys are no fun.
Thank you, Alapo.
The voice of reason. Hey, this isn't the counting channel. Stop.
No counting around here.
Here we see Takai abusing the aim mode, because it is quite bugged in this game. While you're aiming as either Tennessee or Carmelita, the first piece of damage you take does not give you knockback. And if you take damage a second time while aiming, you will take knockback, and you'll be T-posing, which is very funny.
Very nice.
But for such a volatile job as this is, Sakai and Luffy both had great performances.
For sure. Luffy coming up at the end here on the last grind section, if I'm correct.
Yep, he just needs to get this crack shot door open, and he is at the final cutscene.
It is very neck and neck still.
It is. It is. I am ready with another pace check. The pace check will take longer as the runners separate, but who knows, maybe that just won't happen.
Yeah, they keep going
As
like
Sakai
this.
leaves the safe house for Saloon Bug. A quite interesting job. Very parkour intensive. Alright, pace check says 24-second difference.
So that was a 7. Oh, wait. No, that was a 9-second loss there compared to the last time.
I don't feel like mathing right now.
Again, they're really, really keeping close to one another.
For sure.
Even a little bit of movement, like difference in movement here. If you take a less optimal line, like that can end up changing everything.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That was a nice circle boost that the guy just did.
Yeah, that's a very, very nice one. No, using the circle button to cut the landing short. Or at least speed it up.
Vigila tu espalda, amigo. Este lugar parece bastante duro. Lo haré. Te veo dentro.
I did notice that all of the giants are screen sharing. I wonder what they're talking about.
Interesting.
Maybe some strategies. Alright, here we come to the Bentley bartender minigame. Actually a really interesting minigame if you get into the mechanics of it. Essentially, the first 5 guards are gonna be like coming one by one, and you just give them one drink every time. And I could be getting details wrong here, but after a guard has appeared on a spot, it goes on cooldown for a while, and the other spots have to be taken up before the new ones can be filled. At least after the tutorial bit here. So when this last guard gets strength, then they'll start popping up fast. So if there's been a lot on the left, you can start hovering more towards the right.
There was one drop there from Takai. -1.
Yeah.
That would be kind of devastating if he were to drop 2 more. But it doesn't look like he's going to.
Let's see what kind of strats Takai goes for here. Yeah, he goes for the safer one where you go on the back of this boiler. You can go on the front of it, but then your sprinting will make noise, which will alert this nearby guard, like we just saw there. Bit unfortunate. Or Luffy is looking a little bit tight with the bartending game, but he's got it. That's my goat.
He's locked in.
That's a lead drink. They're both onto the same trick. Oh, he made some noise, but the guard was lured in the right direction. We have a ACES from. We have a camera Binocular ACES from Takai, and he hits it. Will Luffy hit it as well? He will. Those two are very good, because if you have to actually skip the cutscene with the pause menu, then you'll be sent a good bit back in that hallway, which obviously loses a little bit of time. So that's a very good one to hit, where the other ones are like, you can take him or leave him.
Gap is ever so shrinking here.
It is.
Both onto the same section. Nice to slide the teleport back up there.
That is pretty nice of him. Yeah, that trigger does extend down a good bit. One thing you want to look up for in these vents are the spiders, actually, because if you're waiting by these exhaust vents and a spider hits you, it will knock you into it, and touching these drift streams even once will just outright kill you.
Are these streams on a cycle, or are they RNG?
I'm not sure. It feels like they're on the same cycle every time I come here, but I couldn't say for sure. I'm sure someone knows. Yeah, here we see Luffy just damage abusing.
Cycle. Thank you, Mapio.
Thank you,
I
Mapio.
think. Fuck. RNG. Yamada. No.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Frizz. Red.
I don't know, more feeling apple.
Yeah. Shout out all the pairs.
These
Here we see
pairs.
Toothpick just fucking killing one of his own guards
And then he becomes a giant.
for some reason.
Gap is 12 seconds.
It is shrinking ever so.
It is ebb and flowing. Barely ahead, barely getting closer. But who will triumph? What's gonna happen? Who knows?
I'm sorry, yeah. He game ended one of his guards. He unalived him in game, in GTA, in Minecraft.
Alright, and here we head into the most gameplay intensive job known to man, Blind Date. Where we will be looking at a carriage carrying Carmelita. Much of the time save comes from going to the job trigger and the final cave thingy. But hey, if you're kind of goated, you can get some displacement boost in and save a ton of time. Let's see if anyone hit any. So far, 0. Sakai opting to jump to the ground, skipping out on the displacement boost and just running.
Let's see if Luffy gets them.
Luffy staying on the ropes.
I always found it weird how Tennessee didn't have rail sprint.
True. I feel like that'd be fitting for him.
Mm.
Alright. And not a displacement boost was had that day. I guess Sakai spent his one on the wrist.
It was very cool though.
So what do you think about
Alright.
Blind Date?
Blind Date is one of the jobs of all time.
I can't say I disagree.
It's for sure in the game, and you for sure have to play it.
The Brown said here's the most obscure time save ever. You mean the whole like latching onto the rail before the cart is destroyed? Is that the one you're talking about? I don't know. I just work here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Man, they're both waiting on the cart at the same time.
It's beautiful.
It is neck and neck. If your neck is very long. Oh, it's a guy got a very optimal latch.
Very nice.
That's a couple of frames that is surely gonna matter.
It is so close. At one point, it might come down to it.
But we shall see, will we not?
We will indeed. So where are like the big opportunities for time to be saved and lost, like upcoming here?
Well, after this job, we have Jailbreak, which has a lot of skips, a lot of different movements. opportunities. We have some super sneaky, we have some mysterious reflexes. We have some, what you call it, funny jumps. Scientific
Very
term
nice.
only.
Yeah. Very scientific.
Yeah, the first step is to not die here. The second step is to not use crack shot, because it slows down the game for no reason. I mean, for no benefit, I should say.
Yeah. Assuming you can aim, of course.
Well, I mean, the game does that for you pretty generously.
I wouldn't know. I haven't played this game in years. That's a lie, actually. Played it a couple months ago. People saw that on stream.
That is true. I was there.
I can't lie when I did it live. So Takai's on to the last section here, right?
No.
No, okay. Oh yeah, one more, it seems.
Oh, we sure are standing on a platform and shooting jackalopes. Shout out jackalopes, they won ACES last year.
Shout out.
Actually featuring the Giants team captain, Sly Sonic. Coming back for the second medal.
Coming back for revenge.
Coming back
Return
for
of-
the double.
Return of the Slonker.
We have yet to see a two-time winner. It has been completely new players on both winning teams. But maybe we'll see a repeat,
Maybe.
despite there not being that many returning players. It's actually four players on winning teams. We only have Knutzi and Sly Sonic that have returned for this one.
Interesting.
So if Giants or Lumberjacks win, then we can see our first ever two-time winner.
Two-time.
That's only
They're in the-
two-time.
They're in the same cutscene. Yet again.
That is true. This cutscene is quite long, like a minute 10 or something.
Shout out England Knights indeed.
Something like that. You all hear something?
Nadie secuestra a la inspectora Carmelita Fox y se va de rositas. Y también incluye que tampoco
He's
mata a
he's
una
playing this
Cuidado.
just to listen to Spanish, Carmelita. I know Takai.
Para otra misión de rescate.
Dios mío.
Sí, señorita.
Dios mío, indeed.
Por supuesto, inspectora.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, he said Diggo. Shout out Diggo.
Holy.
Monster Racer mentioned. Huge. Get in. Big earn.
Big earn.
Alright. And after a riveting blind date, the gap is a clean 13 seconds. Giants holding the lead quite well, but here we're going to be seeing a make or break job in jailbreak. I'm positively shivering in my boots. This is intense.
My jimmies are rustled.
I'm not wearing boots. But if I were, they'd be shivering. We'll see a little displacement from... Oh, that's a slight proxy from Sakai. You can get a big one if you get on the perfect spot on the train.
Let's see if Luffy goes for the same one.
Does not seem so. Just go straight for the rail. Probably a wise choice. Dude, I love this rail. It's such a cool feature.
This map in general. It's so nice.
It's one of the best. It's also one of the biggest, which is why it takes forever to load.
Yeah.
When you leave the Fable safe house.
Soy la inspectora Fox, pero llámame Carmelita. Y gracias por rescatarme.
Hello. Again. Oh yeah, this is the funny cutscene where in the Danish dub his voice actor just like forgets how he's directed.
Debo rescatar a ese ladrón.
Yeah, and then one line later he gets the voice back.
Yeah.
It sounds like a different person. That's great.
Por cierto, ¿cómo es la cárcel?
They just got an intern to re-record a line because the guy went home.
Genial.
Yeah, pretty much.
Vamos.
All right, so we're gonna be seeing some Tennessee movement here.
Well, first it's a little bit of boat gameplay. Shot of
Alright.
Arabian boats. They will happen one day, I swear.
Arabian boats. Oh, it goes hard.
The one and only. Alright, so this is pretty much an auto-scroller where you play as Carmelita. In any percent, there are some breakables here you can shoot for some free coins, if you so please. But we are pretty much just waiting until we are drifting towards the first little blockade we need to clear.
Those breakables sound important.
They're not.
You don't need coins for a full game run? Come on now.
Well, if you're optimal, you don't get that many. I'm not upon a boat. That's a good team name. Alright, Sly for full game runners. How many coins can you get here? I don't know. In the Carmelita section.
Sly 4 full game runners. That's you, bro.
Listen. I just do the runs, I don't know things. Alright, here we go to a blockade where 4 guards are gonna be spawning. We're gonna need to be shooting all of them as they take a set amount of time to respawn before you can... before the new one comes in. So you wanna really like be fighting your auto aim so it doesn't aim at the thrown dynamite. Here we have a fairly obvious skip that like any casual could honestly stumble into by accident. You just jump on this peg and climb up this rope backwards. I cannot remember the last time I did this the intended way. It is so free to just climb up and get this level.
Easy.
Love opting to go a bit of a longer way around. It is safer, but you do not need to do an extended circle boost to get on, so that is a very understandable safe strat.
Understandable played a bit safer since it's so close.
Yeah. It's actually a rather interesting section. You need to shoot out this wall in the middle, but it becomes vulnerable around the same time that enemies start spawning. So you're gonna have to like balance between putting shots into the wall to break it versus shooting enemies. Because right now you don't really have time to shoot it, but then while you're transitioning over to shooting the other enemy spawning, you can break the wall real quick. There we go.
So it's moving here based on having killed all the enemies.
It's based on both the enemies being gone and the wall not being there. Then you get the next cutscene. Alright, here we have quite a number of unique setups to get through this. We have the mysterious reflexes that Sakai is going for, where you can jump from an invisible spot on this water wheel. There's also the pole jump that I'm quite a fan of. It's a bit slower, but a lot more consistent. And then Mapio recently found a new mysterious reflexes strat where you just go straight from the rail and latch onto an extra hidden spot. Lovely just opting to go the casual way around, very understandable. Yotakai going for some hidden backup strats for a casual fella who does not want to go for the completely gung-ho strat. I actually did not know about this strat. I'm gonna have to try that one out in a run. That's a shame about being a mid-level runner. You never see the hard level strats. You only see the casuals and the very hardest that exist.
It's very close to a lead change there, Remo.
It was. Oh, lovely for getting to circle boost. But it's not a big deal. Dying is not that big of a loss in this game. Since you respawn pretty much instantly. Taking the rope down.
The gap is widening a bit. But they're basically this one auto-scroller section apart.
Pretty much. Then you just gotta get the crack shot on this final cage with the Cooper gang in it. There's some potential for some unforeseen time losses where these TNTs you stand next to will insta-kill you. So if they get shot while you're close to them, then that's GG's. But seems like Sakai went through unscathed. He knew exactly where to stand to not have any guards be able to shoot the barrels. Let's see how Luffy fares. Estás bien.
Lo sé. Oye,
It's like
puedo
Cooper.
explicarlo todo.
Like Cooper.
haber sido por este guapo y encantador caballero. Ni
Love you opting
siquiera
to take out a couple guards. Or just the one. Very understandable save threat.
ahórrate.
I don't think that's gonna hit. Okay, he moves a little bit. Oh, and there's the TNT
Ah.
barrel. Yeah.
La verdad, Carmelita, es que tenía
I just gotta remember to take out the locks again, then he can go for another shot at it. But there is a barrel right there that the guard is shooting at, so he's gonna want to move away from that while it's finishing up. And we are good.
Es una larga historia, Bentley. Vayámonos ya y te la contaré.
Nice, nice. And that would be Jailbreak. Now time for a pretty iconic job in Grand Key Larceny. We need 3 keys. They're all held behind challenges that the Cooper gang and Carmelita will have to perform in. So let's see how it goes.
A very interesting job. Actually showing some kind of team dynamic between the whole group, which I feel
Yeah.
lacks a little bit in Sly 4 compared to the other games.
You do love to see it.
We do love to see the gang working together. So, a little time check coming up here.
The
in a
difference
second.
by my timing is 48 seconds.
Right on the money.
What's so in sync?
Exactly, boss.
We are 42 minutes into the race, and the difference is less than a minute. Again, this is everyone's race.
Anything can still happen, and we're still just in the first episode.
No one's counted out just yet.
Exactly. I still can't wait to see who's actually doing 2-6.
We should be able to see that relatively soon.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
We see Sakai knows the newly discovered Binocucom skip, where you can skip a little bit of the countdown by pulling up the Binocucom during the cutscene fade out. You can do the same for the Wildman fight. Which is
Very
a nice
true,
bonus
Mario.
because you do get to see the Guru charm, which is very important.
Guru Charm boosts your swag.
It does.
That's a new discovery, Remo.
Lesson Remo, name another strat that was discovered more recently. Everything's newly discovered if it happened while I've been part of the community. If I was there for it to be discovered, it's a new Sly 4 strat.
Okay, out of the first section here now.
Very nice.
Ready to move on to the rolling section, if I remember correct.
3 things in Cooper Fire? Listen. Don't worry about it. Alright. The ball rolling section of Grand Key Larceny is the biggest potential for time loss in the whole of this game. More or less. Because regardless of where you die and for what reason, should you happen to die in this section, you will be sent all the way back to the start, which at worst can be like 1.5, 2 minutes. If you just so happen to touch any of these TNT barrels. There's also these geckos on the ground you can roll into. Ooh, Sakai. If you hit those geckos on the ground, you will get a little nudge in a direction, and if that direction is towards a barrel, then tough shit.
And GG.
Yep,
GG go next.
as they say. Does he make the cycle? Oh, that's a bit risky. I wouldn't go for it. Okay, good.
Okay. He plays it safe.
Oi, oi. If he had hit that, that would have been a little lead change.
Yep. Lead change.
Also, you do get a... what am I gonna say? You do get like a very small time to react to these jackalopes throwing dynamite. Like the reticles appear on the ground and then like 2 seconds later they get detonated.
Yeah.
And keep in mind you do have quite a bit of momentum with this ball. So
Some might even say you were kind of balling, you know?
Falling a bit too close to the sun, pretty much.
Yeah.
And here we are at the Carmelita shooting gallery section. This starts with like, I think 10 of these 2-point targets, and then the rest of the targets are gonna start spawning. You have the bird appearing in the background, which gives you 10 points, and you have the coyote running across the bottom, which gives 5 points. If you get really lucky with that coyote, you can just kind of spam shoot it if it spawns on the 2 higher spawn points, because it will just instantly be within your aiming window. So kind of having a bit of trouble hitting the targets. This is actually kind of an opportunity for some sort of catch-up to happen. But he makes it out. Forgets to skip the cutscene, but we should be good.
I love the very loud, very incorrect buzzer every time you hit something that's not a target.
Yeah, that's not at all distracting or anything. That's pretty good.
Or demotivating.
Try again.
Yeah, try again.
Buster.
Mission complete.
Plus volltoid. Olaf being a bit indecisive with the targets. But he's finding a bit of a groove now. Just bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang.
he's
Point on
in
point.
the pocket now.
Yeah. Oh, with the bird for the finish. Perfect.
Very nice. Very nice.
Alright, we have another pace check coming up. As we're heading into Operation Gold Digger. Another job with a lot of unique and pretty difficult to pull off strats, but we shall see how the runners fare. As we have
Yeah.
a 42-second gap.
And it is Inferno versus Antho on 2-6 coming up here relatively soon.
Okay. Interesting. That is about what I expected.
Yep. So we do get to see the battle of the two elder community members that are in this.
The clash of the
scenes.
titans. The battle of the
Indeed.
giants.
Indeed. The battle of the giant cocks.
Whoa.
Hashtag giant cock.
Hashtag giant cocks. This is an epic match.
Yeah.
As Takai
Hashtag-
heads into the longest loading screen in the game. I'm fairly sure. Loading into the Operation Job Trigger. Love you opting out of the displacement boost, that's very understandable. If you
Is there
position these TNT barrels just right, you can hit multiple of these magnets with just one throw.
Are there any points here where there's like chances for the lead to change?
Quite a bit. You can choke this Carmelita section if you are not careful. There is a mysterious reflex strat with Tennessee that can take a good amount of attempts if you're not comfortable with it. There are strats for... Not really any strat for Toothpick, that fight's kind of an auto-scroller. There's some stuff, there's a kind of tight jump in the second train card that might cause some issues. But we'll see, we'll see.
We will see indeed.
I'll be having a little bit of trouble with the TNT. But it gets through it onto the Carmelita section.
Here we have a good little auto-scroller.
We love Alter Ego.
Alter Ego goes hard.
It does. It does alter my ego.
I'm not letting the sink in, Mapio.
Damn, that is a long time ago.
Yep.
Well, we are gonna be seeing the difference between 8 years of experience versus, what's it like, 12 years, 14 years experience between the two captains.
It's going to be very interesting, that's for sure. 8 years versus 80 years, exactly, Gandhi.
Yeah, something like that.
I do want to point out, speaking of our captains, Gnist is grinding RuneScape in the background.
I mean,
We'd love to see the dedication.
However, he is not French, so will the team's energy falter? We shall see.
True.
But then again, Sonic isn't American either.
Yeah, right. Well, isn't America just an old British colony?
Yeah, something like that.
So, like, in a roundabout way, Takai and Inferno are both English.
You what?
I know they had a war about all that stuff, but, you know.
Damn, we're getting political in the booth.
Yeah, the commentator booth getting political. Now, let me tell you something.
Again, what you gonna do about it, Tech Boy?
Them's fighting words.
Alright, here we come up to the boss fight of the Alter Ego. This is a pretty bad one to miss the quick kill on, so we shall see. Oh, Takai gets it.
Very
Very
nice.
nice. If you do not manage to get the quick kill strats down on that eye, then it's gonna like pull up a shield and do like a sweeping laser eye attack that takes, I would say, 10 seconds maybe. It feels like 20, but it's probably less.
It feels like ages.
Alright, first mysterious reflex strats. Let's see if Takai goes for them. It looks like he is. He's gonna want to get up on the corner of the train car, so he can shoot the button from outside of where he's gonna want to be. Go on, Takai, you got this.
This does give Luffy a bit of a bigger chance to close the gap.
Then he can shoot this button and turn off the lasers. Beautifully done. Now it's just gonna go around and collect the checkpoints, and he can shoot out the final Kado.
Very nice. I see Luffy goes for the same strat.
It is an ancient strat, but it does not make it any better. Ooh, that's a nice little jump from Takai. It's quite hard to get the latch onto that extra rope. Going for the death abuse to speed up.
Very nice. Looks like Luffy's going around the casual way.
Takai opts to just shoot out that box. You can do a jump around and cane stall. Very nice. That skips out a lot of time. This is excellent gameplay. Oh, he did. He did accidentally turn on the crack shot and go off the ledge, so he lost his cooldown on it.
Small time loss.
It is fine. There's still plenty of gap ahead. Nice. Luffy going for the death abuse as well. Let's see if he gets the jump around strat. He does not go for it, it seems. Which is fine.
Looks
The only
like
difference it makes is now you gotta wait for this laser wall to scroll past, which isn't that big deal.
It seems like he's trying to play it as safe as possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Protect the small gap that there is between them.
Kind of like mitigating time loss here rather than creating a bigger gap.
Exactly. Since, as you mentioned, that
that's
was
not a good death.
unfortunate. I was about to say, because as you mentioned, the toothpick fight is a bit of an auto-scroller, so there's not really as if you can save time there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Pretty much, like, the only big time save spots are how fast you can hit toothpick with the ball and chain and get those, I think, 10 hits in before the next phase. But let's see. Yeah, I love opting to play safe with these scrolling lasers.
Yeah.
Nice. Makes it
Very
through.
understandable.
All is well. But this has widened the gap by quite a bit. We'll get a pace update going in a while. This fight is quite long, so we might see them be in the fight at the same time, but the gap could still be huge.
A bit of insight to the upcoming episode by Inferno. I can see he's waiting. He's doing train strats instead of going for any kind of combat dodge shenanigans.
And do you see what he's playing on?
He's playing on PS3.
Is that triple?
It's that triple. Brings all the honeys.
It does.
And stresses ABAP. And it is, what, one more phase for Sakai?
Yep. And Luffy is getting started. And the gap currently is looking at around a minute and 37 seconds. So almost 100 seconds total.
Hopefully that can be, hopefully for the Cox, they can mitigate that here in 2-6.
I mean,
There's
that
some
just takes one big mistake in Slide 3, Episode 3, and it's all good.
Exactly. There's also a lot of chance for all of that stuff to be made up in 2-6. There are a lot of fake floor tricks, amongst other things, that can be very easily messed up.
That is true. And as Sakai comes up here on the end, we're gonna wish Inferno some good luck in Slide 2, Episode 6. And GG to Sakai, a 57-15 run is nothing to sneeze at. That is very good.
And Inferno is off.
GG Sakai, good luck Inferno.
I got a bit of an unlucky guard spawn there. So he's gonna miss the train.
Nice.
The train cycle that he wanted to wait for. Going towards cabin crimes.
Yeah, just straight going for it.
Yep.
Understandable.
Watching a little cutscene, probably gonna, most likely gonna go for the slope jump here right afterwards to get up the cliff.
Yep, let's see. Let's see what happens.
We do have a good little cutscene to go through first. Should be over here any second.
Meanwhile, Luffy is finishing off the toothpick fight. Just got the bouncing, the whirlwind strat, or the whirlwinds dodging, and beating him into the furnace for the final time. And Antho will be ready to pop off.
To start the 2-6. As we see here, Inferno choosing not to go for the slope jump, instead going for the casual route around here.
That's fair.
That is very fair. It's just playing it safe. The slope jump can be quite tricky.
And with a very respectable sub 59, Luffy closes out Slide 4, Episode 2. GG's Luffy, great performance.
Very good performance, Luffy. Well, very well done, boss.
Great performances all around. Let's see how it goes up in Canada, your home turf.
Indeed. Let us see if Inferno here is going to try and go for basket. I do doubt it, but it would be kind of epic if he does and he hits it. Basket is the thing you can do where if you frame perfectly time the charge animation with you picking up one of those bass, or the blueprints in the bass rather, you skip that entire animation that plays at the end.
That's pretty sick.
It is indeed. And you can do that in other episodes as well. But more so relevant currently than anything. It looks like he's not going to go for it though. He's going to opt to just do it the normal way. Which
I can't imagine it'll save that much time, considering you also have to wait for the charge animation to begin.
the charge animation is like less than a second.
Yeah. But still.
He chooses to not stealth slide down here.
Well, he's out of juice, so that would explain.
Oh, that is very true. He's been going hard on it.
I think I was a smoke bomb once. I could just be making that up.
You may be spreading fake news, maybe. But yeah, slowly mentioned, maybe 2-second time save with the thing.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't see a white lock here.
I mean, we are dealing with the with the lovely PS3 ports of Fly 2.
Yeah. So it is very possible, depending on how much Inferno plays with this controller here.
Both
Very
players
nice
running
one.
in Korean, the optimal language.
Yes.
Love to see it.
All right. If we see the white lock happen here, then the Cocks are going to be back on top.
Cox on top. Love to see it.
Antho has a lot more juice left here than... Ooh, dangerous square boost. Almost fell off. All right. He's safe
Well,
from the white lock.
Well, let's see if he knows how to use it. As Inferno makes his way to the top of this here
It's a little mountain.
little mountain, little cliff. Oh, that was
Oh,
almost
that was
cringe.
That was a very scary cane swing. He ended up
But we
having
had
there.
those. We had those.
We take those.
Let's see the
Antho-
epic Antho movement.
Let's see. Does he hit the momentum square boost here and pop
Let's
off?
go. Let's go. He got one.
He only went for one. Very respectable. But he did hit it.
He did. And that's what matters. It looked cool.
Exactly. Swag strats.
Swag strats.
All right, here we're coming up on one of the big tricks that can end up losing a good amount of time in case you mess it up. The fake floor Spice in the Sky CSS. Assuming he
Holy
goes for
launch.
Spice in the Sky. Yeah, holy moly. They both got launched there.
Crazy. I've not seen that.
That can happen at times. But here we're getting the, in a second at the very least, we're going to see the fake floor setup from Inferno.
I do remember in ACES Season 1, I was assigned this episode, and I just looked at the record at the time and had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah, a lot of the fake floor stuff is quite interesting.
Very much
Goes
so.
for the safer strat. I don't think he's going to make it here with the paraglider. He super jumps instead. Smart choice. Good backup.
Sounds good. So leaving Sly 4, the gap was just about 100 seconds. The gap, if my timing is correct, is now 1:20, which is 80 seconds.
Very nice.
So Antho already saving quite a bit of time, but let's see if it will be enough to pull ahead and give Guinness the best chance he has of closing out the run.
Inferno's really wanting to play it safe here with glitch high jump, and he misses it first try. All right, let's see if we can pull this back. The timing is a bit tough. It's more so you need to react when Slide dips down compared to timing the actual jump. And he hits the cutscene skid. Very nice.
He's got it.
Depending on if Antho hits it first try here, then we're for sure seeing time one back.
Yeah, if he gets a clean cutscene skip here, then that's gonna be huge.
Yep. Then they will be chugging along in the same job as well. And then it kind of just comes down to a movement back to the airplane. He went a bit. He did go a bit far there with the paraglider. It's basically as soon as you get right on top of the water, you can just stop paragliding.
Right, right. All right.
They're going for the same setup.
Gets the sep. It's onto the wing. Immediate descends it. Oh, barely misses. That is very unfortunate.
That is
Also
very
through the
unfortunate
floor.
indeed.
That's not what you want to see.
Nope.
Well, he knows the setup. Just load the checkpoint and go again.
Yeah, and go again. Because if you continued to fall down there, I think it was still within the plane where you would just TP or get teleported back to your last round of position. And that was, of course, within the electric fence, so it would have just died instead.
Someone did indeed void out. I don't know if
Yes.
they actually made it to like an unrecoverable void state, but
I think it was
Someone-
recoverable, but the load is just playing it safe more so than anything.
I can believe that. Let's see if Antho gets it this time. That looks
Very
good.
nice. That should be good.
Nice, nice.
All right, so he is 2 planes behind now.
Not what you want to see.
Indeed not. Or 2 planes, rather. 2 trains. I'm very good at my vehicles.
Same plane, different train.
Exactly. We're coming up to another quite pivotal job here, a friend in need. There is a lot of time both to be gained and to be lost here, depending on what happens with the Carmelita lures.
Mm-hmm.
If they, of course, choose to even go for the lures.
I hear that quite fast.
Yep. But also quite annoying. Exactly, Stevens. A friend in need can still very much so decide this. Inferno going for that chimney
Yep.
again.
And a double jump rather than a glitch high jump.
Well, he makes it.
Yeah.
The fake floor is just going to start a bit later, or a bit earlier rather, than if he went to the other one.
He seems to know what he's doing.
Exactly. There he goes. All right, first lure has started as it should. Carmelita didn't get the guard, so that might cause a bit of trouble for him.
We shall see.
I'm pretty sure she got past the line where she's supposed to have been at. Yeah, you hear the jump. She is where she should be currently.
Calm is on the move.
Actually, no, is she? Yeah, she is right there.
I know that white light when I see it
I've seen that white light before.
in my dreams.
It does, indeed. It doesn't look like he's GSMing quite for the second lure. It may have messed up a little bit. Yeah. He gets the unoptimal guard spawn. Oh, yeah, Mapio, I was talking about like the couple flicks upwards. Not as much the other stuff.
I gotta be real, I never have any idea what's going on in Friend in Need.
Nope. It's, you're basically aggroing Carmelita through the guard. So she starts chasing you.
Yeah, that part makes sense.
Alright. Just gonna play it a bit safe. Just to be careful to not go out of her range.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that happens, this would be a devastating place to lose time.
It very much would be. It would not be the first time we've seen a Friend in Need causing a major upset.
Exactly. Bit of a more relaxed section of the job here.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right, Frizz. It would be a cortisol missile sent straight out of Inferno.
Unrecoverable.
Unrecoverable indeed.
But he seems to be handling himself well.
He's got this on lock.
Yeah.
Does he? He's been practicing his slide too. You good?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm moving the microphone.
Oh, no worries.
그냥 가만히 있기만 해. 네
The old arm's getting a bit creaky, you know?
It happens.
Happens with age.
Exactly. All right, a bit more cutscene city.
Yep. The finest entertainment only on this ACES match. Hashtag Giant Cocks.
Exactly. All right, Antho getting no guard spawn here. Never mind.
That's one.
He came right there at the end. I lied. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There's Johnny.
Holy. That got scary.
Seems I can assure you it's not just your trauma. It's a shared experience by all. By many.
All right, let's see here. Looks like Inferno's doing the smoke bomb strats.
엉이가 널 찾아낼 거야. 숨을 곳은 없어.
Indeed.
God, what is going on in this game?
So, the way it works is she has a timer where she's meant to be chasing you no matter what, which is 21 seconds if I remember correctly. If you wait for 25 seconds or 26, she automatically loses detection on you. But if you smoke bomb at 21 seconds, she just loses it immediately.
That's pretty sick. And I can
I think-
confirm that as of Antho entering this cutscene here, the gap is pretty much exactly 2 minutes.
Alright.
I've been saying not unrecoverable for quite a while, but we are getting to a point where we would want to see the gap shrink at least a little bit for Guinness to have a realistic chance. As may I
Very
remind
true.
you, Sly Sonic is still a very proficient Sly 3 runner, and not to be underestimated.
It is gonna. It looks like a lot of this episode is gonna come down to the Neela situation at the end. I am unaware of how good Inferno or Antho was at mashing, and that could save quite a bit of time.
And the Neela situation is about to be insane.
Dude, there. Every single ACES needs a situation. You know this.
That's how it goes.
Inferno is a cracked masher. All right.
I'll take your word for it.
Yep.
향신료를 내리는 작업은 아주 훌륭하게 잘했다. 곧 철마 기관차가 와서 향신료를 실어가게 될 것이다.
No, James.
모두
He's not.
바짝 열정
Now,
시간
that's a figment of your imagination.
Imagination. 3-3 day 2 gauntlet. Yep. You're absolutely right, Stevens.
Dude, those ducks are being very rude.
I like the little smack on Karm right there from Antho.
It's pretty good.
Imagining Nation.
What is up, imagination?
All right, goes through this the casual way.
Making some turtles do.
I do think maybe having floated up. Ooh, that was
Holy-
unfortunate.
Did you just get slapped by an eagle or what happened?
Yes.
That's
I didn't know
crazy
that-
work.
I didn't know they came out that far. I'm not gonna lie.
God damn. That's a first for me.
A good little leap dart on the guard.
Yeah, dude, the eagle flew in from America for revenge.
Yeah, I made that one comment and now they're back.
Yeah.
Looked
It's like,
like
"Bro, we're not
Antho,
British."
Antho didn't have enough juice left to smoke bomb at the final one there.
Ah,
That it is the gap widening a little bit. Yet again.
might be the case. You have back-to-back job complete screens.
Beautiful.
That's kind of epic, not even going to lie.
So yeah, we are indeed one job apart.
Oh, that's a good point. If you see something cool happening in one of these matches, feel free to clip it and ship it to the highlights channel on the Sly Gold's events Discord, as we are compiling those for a cool little montage and other such purposes.
Stuff will be happening. That is for sure. Even though the gap looks a little bit big now, it's not over till it's over. There's still so much that can happen during episode 3.
I've been saying this.
All this run needs is a good Cooper Hanger defense. And they're golden.
Antho going for the same strats. Little toast on Bentley, and then onto the roof.
No eagle hits this time. Also no AB.
Saving it for a rainy day.
It does look quite rainy.
Holy movement.
Optimal, actually.
Some would say that. And those people would be lying.
Yes. Love spreading misinformation on the internet. I do hope Inferno gives us a little mash check here.
Go on, Inferno.
That would make me quite happy.
Show me your moves.
Show your bling and let me shine you. At Inferno, mash check.
Press button, yes.
What a goat.
Okay, huge news. The gap was 2 minutes flat, now it has widened to 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Holy moly. Alright, that's a good mash check. I say mash check and Ricky appears. What's good, boss?
There he is.
AB saves 2 seconds. Exactly. It was that last AB. It was making all the difference.
This is insane.
The AB situation is insane. Alright, he is finishing the last couple of these copters here, Inferno. Moving on to, if I remember correctly, the second to last section of this, if not the last.
And he spools, hey, you can't be using a tool to assess your speedrun. That's a separate thing.
That's what we're saying. No, no heroin spoon for Yamato.
Yeah, you gotta get the muscle hammer in to hit the buttons.
Gotta work it out.
Cock strats.
Cock strats indeed. Alright, this is the last section. As we see the...
Oh, look at that mesh. Mesh like potatoes.
That's a good mash right there. I'm not even gonna lie. We love
That is not a bad mesh.
That's a buttery mash.
But we have been told that Antho is quite good at meshing, so let's see.
Hopefully we get a mash check from the man himself. At Gnist.
Yeah, can you please mesh in side 3?
No, like at Gnist, tell him to mash check.
Uh-huh. I don't know how to say mesh in French.
That's a good question. All right, let's see if Bearcat kidnapping CSS is gonna happen.
Mikey Jackson.
Okay, Jackson.
That setup looked funny.
That CSS is kind of funny. I think he hits it still.
Was that a setup?
Or
was it more for winging a situation?
That was very much so a winging it situation. That was a hard vibe check.
The vibes seem...
And it does not look... It
off.
did not work.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe a guard.
Gap close time?
It might very well be. As long as Antho hits the cutscene, we might be somewhat back.
Well, let's see. I do recall a similar situation on my team for last year's ACES with Knutty,
Yeah.
where it all ended completely fine despite some cutscene skip being missed.
Yep.
All I gotta say, backup kidnapping was a job of all time in that match, as it continues to be.
It is one of those jobs of all time, that's for sure. Very nice that he hits that throw.
Yeah, that's good.
I was kind of worried it was going to auto target to the guard, which would have been quite unfortunate.
Nah, Murray wouldn't do that. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah, Murray would never auto target a guard. Oh,
With a
that
backup?
that is unfortunate. He needs to do a good amount of game
yikes.
here to make this work.
Go on, Inferno, with mod that camera.
Ooh, that's a rough death right there.
Okay.
It can actually be brought back here. Antho hit the cutscene skip, and then they will be at the very least close. They will be sub 2 minutes at the very least.
I'm gonna reset my timing because I timed it based on when the first cop went into the cage. That is not relevant anymore.
Nope. Let's see. Does he hit
Oh,
the CSS here?
That was some great tap movement. Holy shit.
Mm.
Mary was just foot sliding.
Antho
And he
hits
hits
it.
it.
He hits it. A slower
Okay.
setup, as far as I'm aware, but still, it got hit.
The gap is shrinking by the second. The cocks are rising to the occasion.
All right, as long as he doesn't mess up the second cub, it's really looking good for the Cox right here.
Oh, he misses the
No.
throw. Most intense match of the season. Hashtag Giant Cooks.
Giant Cox is always an event.
It is.
A bit of mismenuing there from Inferno.
Antho might be in a similar situation. But he
Antho
makes
is gamming.
I spoke too soon.
Commentator
Go on,
curse.
get the little man.
Get out, get out,
Get out.
and he's out. The gam worked.
Whew.
That was quite scary indeed.
All right, we're having an updated page check coming up for you very soon. So as a reminder, last page check was a 2-minute and 2-second lead. And right now the lead in favor of the Giants still is looking at 1 minute and 7 seconds. So nearly half of the lead has gone in one split. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is and continues to be anyone's game.
It really is. It is. I think even at this point, like, if we were to just continue straight into 3-3, it is so possible, just with 3-3 alone, to clutch this for either team, honestly.
That is so correct. Holy hell.
Mapio, we timed it. We know what's happening. It's about a minute.
Yeah, we retime based on, or I retime based on job complete.
Yep. Split v split, basically.
Yeah, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Down from 2 minutes and 2.
Are you sure it wasn't Gandhi? Yes.
I don't know. Gandhi is always up to something.
The Gandhi man be cooking. All right, relatively simple jobs here.
Yes, indeed.
It's A to B as quick as possible. Unfortunate for Antho there. Unfortunate jump.
Oh no. Ah.
This is a very unfortunate situation to have been in.
I mean, that was just a whole mishmash of guards. That was
Yeah.
not a good situation to be in. Speaking of guards. Okay, nice. We got around it.
Yep.
Holy hell.
That was quite puckering right there. I can promise you that much. Why the hell is my live split is like super small when I open it now? What even is this?
I assure you it's perfectly normal.
Yep.
Alright, and the gap has shrunk even further to 48 seconds.
열차를 따라잡아야 해.
Going into the operation, like this could actually be decided, at least the AP6 here, could be decided by the Neela fight. Depending on how fast all the mashing goes.
If Neela does the thing.
Exactly.
물론이지. 머레이맨 힘은 폭포수 같아.
슬라인 네 차례야. 열차 안에 숨어 들어가서 클라우워크의 위장을 훔쳐와. 실바이스는 좀 이상한 녀석이야.
Exactly.
나눠준 클라우워크 부품 중에서
Is Neela gonna go down
비상해.
on the people?
좀더 한가할 때 내라고. 지금은 그럴 여유조차 없으니까. 맞는 말이야. 이제 열차를 털 시간이다.
We're going to be seeing a bit of movement here from Inferno, very reminiscent of what we just saw from Antho.
Getting up on the train roof, dealing with the camera that doesn't think you are where you are.
Yeah, that kind of doesn't want to work with you, at the very least for the first one. Missing the square boost here. That
Ooh,
is
that
a
is-
very unfortunate one to miss.
울 사람만큼이나 안전해.
That's not what we want to see.
Yeah, he's trying to play it a bit faster here. That is very risky.
Yeah, this is not a good ledge to log onto.
Nope.
Neela going down on the Cox, that is an interesting prediction right there. Peppo-G, Peppo-G.
Heppoge. Can we pin that? Honestly, it feels like that's deserved.
Neela Remo preying on the winning team's downfall. Or the losing team's downfall, I should say.
No, we need to keep the website link pinned.
Okay, can you retype Remo's message and then add the link?
Yes.
And then pin that.
Please make all of us happy. Or at the very least me.
Updated lead check, 40 seconds.
Very nice.
Less than a minute. That is one of several tricks worth a time save in Slide 3, Episode 3.
Yep. The mashing is looking very good from Inferno here.
Yeah, that
He's
is some
taking-
crispy ass mashing.
He is taking quite a bit of damage though.
It's fine. As we see Sly Sonic queuing up to leave the safe house for Slide 3, Episode 3.
아주 멋진 비행이었어. 작은 친구. 기본이지. 나구리.
Alright, so that was the first Neela section.
Ended
Bentley
up.
is standing there, aura farming a little bit.
클라우워크 위장으로 빨리 가. 이 낡은 수공
This is gonna be... The mashing does look a little bit slower on Antho's part.
It kinda does. But like, still not bad.
Not bad at all. No. To put it that way.
Inferno playing it very safe here.
Yep. Very safe indeed. This is gonna... Depending on what Neela does here, I think that's gonna determine a lot, at the very least.
되는 것을 보게
Very much so.
Because if she does go down on the Giants,
로 고정시킨 것 같군.
that's gonna be major time loss.
블록을 부숴야 돼. 그렇게 하지 뭐. 열차에 굴뚝에 폭탄을 잘 설치하면 가능할 거야. 몸을 숨기는 것
Since the bomb drops are limited compared to the mashing.
Indeed.
Right, here we get the second phase. Let's see how much damage he gets off.
With some
And if she-
crispy mashing.
Very crispy. I think he might be using the spoon method.
Maybe the battery.
Yeah.
The thumbnail, perhaps?
The toothbrush. And that was... Inferno with the 2-6.
GG's Inferno, great performance.
Very
The
clean.
gap is less than 40 seconds. But we'll see if it widens depending on how Nila's feeling today.
Yeah.
And we have Norwegian playing. This is a beautiful day.
And Neela goes down immediately. That
Oh
is
god. Oh
unfortunate.
no.
That is very unfortunate.
Oh yikes.
Hey, Remo called it though.
Remo,
did
you
call
fucking said it. You slimy bastard.
Dude, I'm telling you, the script writers are going insane this season.
This is crazy. Can't believe you've done this.
Need a good mashing sash here to end it off quickly.
Go on. Everything you got, Antho. Come on.
Mash harder. And he got it. Very good. Nice. Good run from Antho.
Oh, yo, GG Antho. Great performances from both runners throughout.
I still cannot call it at this point. It is still so incredibly close. It is Beauty and the Beast cutscene, like CSS, that separates them effectively.
Yeah, that can change it all. Frames in Belgium can change it all.
Yeah, I feel like every job here in Sly 3 is super important for this matchup. It is
50 or 60? From just looking at it, I would assume Sonic is on 60 and Guinness is on 50, unless I'm just making shit up. Frame rate check?
Frame rate check?
Someone
Smash
count the
check?
frames.
Count. Rude. Count the frames.
Rot etto frame counter.
To frame counter. Hashtag frame counter.
Dimitri blir förälskad och Andorad undas. That's what I'm saying.
Kom igen, Dimitri.
Alright, so it would seem that the Nila situation did widen the gap quite a bit.
Yeah. The Neela situation is crazy. We've been saying this.
The gap is roughly 1 minute and 1 second. But again, that is one missed skip and it is all back to 0. Oh my god.
We do love the start of 3-3 here. Some great music.
Yeah, we are all sitting here in this wonderful job where 90% of its runtime, and I'm not kidding, is cutscenes.
I just noticed. I feel like this is something that we should share with the audience. Sly Sonic has just muted and deafened. I think they're really locked in for this one right now.
Insane. Alright, we have reached the BBB, also known as the Baron's bathroom break. You have 2 minutes to go do your business and come back and you will have missed nothing.
Well, I'm going to take advantage of that even as a commentator.
Alright, good luck, have fun.
Thank you.
I shall now commentate by commenting. Well, here's Mugshot. He's from Side 1, but he's in a different outfit this time. That's Baron. So, spoiler alert, that's our disguise, and, like, does the fact that that disguise exists imply that humans exist in this world? And if you are playing bingo and you have a Sly 1 card on your board, then feel free to cross that out because I did just say it. Yeah, I guess it is the Black Baron's bathroom break. So I did miss a B there. Oh, we have double Baron action. This is crazy. Also, it's very generous for the tournament organizers to, like, the planes spinning around in the background. One of them's a Cooper plane. They just hung that up to be commemorative for our Cooper gang boys. Alright, here we have the crazy, insane movement tech, where while you are in disguise as Sly, your airborne speed is 4% faster than your grounded speed. So we're gonna abuse that by jumping everywhere we go. This might even save a couple frames. Isn't that wild?
I love Sly just skipping around everywhere.
It is pretty good. Alright, here we get into the actual gameplay. Sly Sonic is an insane push booster, so let's see how fast I can get onto the roof.
Baronen har mange vakter, og det er langt opp til slottet.
Yeah, this is insane movement.
Jeg kommer meg ikke inn i hangaren til baronen når vindebroen er oppe. Det må være en spake for å senke den på tårnet.
And we see the glitch high jump. Holy shit!
Men du er den beste. Sly,
God damn! The glitch high jump strat, that is absolutely insane. Who does that? Sly Sonic, that's who.
Slonker does the GHJ.
Bro, glitch high jump. What game do you think you're playing? This is crazy.
Yeah, yo, this ain't Slide 2. What do you mean?
Yeah, this is some captain on captain action. Absolutely filthy.
Movement check here from Gnist.
We did only see one missed push boost from Sly Sonic. Can Gnista beat that?
Crystals, Riley, when he found that glitch high jump, crystals. Real.
He... Alright, Gnist goes for 2 push boosts and he hits them. Can't fault an old man for staying consistent.
Alright,
I saw Sly Sonic pull up the menu and I was like, what gadgets are they going for? What more? What could they possibly need? And then they just ascend to the heavens. This is insane.
Can you explain how that trick's done? How you glitch high jump in
No. I'm top 4 in this game and I have no idea.
Unaware.
I included it in a tutorial video that I'm making and I still don't know. Knutzy wrote the script for that part. I don't know it. Yo, drops the bomb on the lamp for the
Very
fans.
nice.
Insane. In the membrane. See the first game reset from Sly Sonic as Gnist moves into the hangar, opting for the catapult. That is the any percent strat. He does have hover pack, so he could just jump up, which is slightly faster. Very nice.
I do believe they. I could imagine they're counting a bit on the tricks in this episode.
That would be
True.
an out.
Yeah,
That would be a viable out.
fix the degrees of separation they have.
That is correct. All right, I wasn't sure about the frame rates, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell by how fast the boats are going. For those who do not know, your frame rate matters a lot in Frame Team Iceland. When you are in the canals rowing, your boat goes significantly faster the lower your frame rate is. And the lowest we can do on optimal hardware is 50 FPS.
If my timing check is correct, we are about 1 minute in difference.
Sounds about right. I got my own running, so we'll see if that matches up.
Yep.
Shout out to Sluman, by the way. Speedrun mode is turned on. We are going fast. Big ups, Knutty.
Shout out.
Hvordan skal vi komme oss inn?
noen kloakkrør under byen som er forbundet med ventilasjonssystemet til hotellet. Sly har skaffet en flåte til turen, men vær forsiktig. Andre piloter har laget trøbbel der nede før, og baronen har sikkert
Alrighty.
organisert vakthold.
Får jeg lov til å ro båt? Nautisk!
Nautisk.
Nautisch. Nautical. As my goat says in Inglando.
That is correct. And yeah, the gap seems to be 1 minute and 2 seconds, roughly.
Yep.
Murray, du bruker venstre analoge spak til å styre flåten.
This is looking like 50 FPS speed
For å ro fremover, og firkant
from Sly Sonic.
bakover.
Oh.
Oh. Chat?
Is that an hour end?
I don't know. Oh, I hear audio.
Oh, we're so back.
Okay, stuff's happening. Nice.
Yes.
We can see things.
Nautical.
Sonic Stream is catching up, so he's going even faster than fast. This is wild. Wicked even. it would make sense for them both to be on 50 FPS since they both are from PAL regions and thus have access to the 576p resolution.
Yeah.
See if Gnist also pulls out the fast rowing.
Rowing his boat gently through the sewers.
How romantic.
Exactly. Inderdaad.
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 This also does seem like 50 FPS speed from Gnist then.
Da gjelder det. Kom deg til ventilasjonssystemet på hotellet.
Now let's see the sewer movement.
Du passer på.
Oh, he goes for push boost in the middle of the sewers. Did get a ledge grab, which was a little bit unfortunate. Oh, he keeps going. Holy shit.
Sonic is kind of cooking right now.
This is wild movement. Actually, that push boost might be really doable.
Du har nesten greid det.
Yeah,
I should try that. I'm learning a
over
lot.
under on the super jump.
Vi er en paranoid gjeng og har
Yes, right now, both runners are going to be going for what's called a super jump. They're going to be trying to do jumps the frame they land on the ground, meaning that their grounded position will not be updated. So when they grab this helmet and head back,
bra jobba.
they will just be warped back to the vent. Now they want to get stuck behind this TV, which is quite a tight spot. It's a kind of a jump attack threat that I haven't really seen before. Getting stuck behind this TV is quite finicky. You do want to... Oh, that's when it got stuck, and
That's a job failure.
job fail?
Du har nesten greid det.
Interesting.
Pass på så du ikke vekker disse gutta.
Well, this might close the gap quite a bit.
Yep.
Noen primitive alarmer.
I don't know about this jump attack threat, if I'm being quite honest.
It
I
does
just know
look
what
quite
I-
risky.
Yeah, I just know like the angle to go for.
Bra jobba.
I'm gonna
get behind
assume
Tilbake til mørket.
Sonic here. No, Sonic goes for it again.
Okay, he gets
And
the second
gets it
time.
the second time. All right. If Gnist gets this first time through.
Yeah, Gnist going for the traditional super jump method, where you... Oh, he's too fine on the table. That might not work. He might be grounded on the table. Let's see. Yeah,
Ah,
unfortunate. I was gonna have to do this tap movement back where he taps sprint to get a little bit of speed, but not raise too much noise.
Beklager, kompis.
And the gap is all the way down to 29 seconds.
Men slapp av.
That was 30 seconds closed right there.
Mulig retning.
Said it before, I'll say it again. Anyone's race. Anyone's
It
race.
It is one mistake away, basically.
It really
A
is.
flip.
One mess up, and it can change. We've had like 7 lead changes, all of them in the first like 5 minutes, and we might be seeing our next one should things get really funny.
Yes, Frizz. It could even be your race. You could win this.
I will win it.
I will win it.
Lord, you will win it.
Declare the commentators as winners of the match at the end.
I mean, we've been here the whole time.
Exactly. Doing all the runs.
Yeah.
Gnist taking a mine right there.
Yeah, in this section you can take 2 mines without dying. The third one will be the final one. That's gonna send you back with a good bit of time loss. You're just
There's the
opting to
second.
tank that one. There aren't really any more you can realistically hit if you just play cautiously and don't do anything hilarious.
Very nice. Getting through there.
Like in this section here, you can get close to the mines on the right, which you saw Sonic do. But if you are low on health, it is recommended to just tank the current and go for it. Ooh, that was
Good
close.
line. That was
Okay.
very close.
Har alltid vært.
Time for the best joke in the game.
Ja. Kan du plante hjelmen
That's
på det
great.
belgiske flyet?
Ja da, kamerat. Her kommer gartneren.
This is like a gardener. He plants the helmet. It's so funny.
So dumb. Oh.
That's a Norwegian exclusive joke, by the way. It's so good.
If you know, you
But-
know.
The Norwegian dub's kind of goated, not even gonna lie. It does also have Hernefors, which we will be seeing.
Oh, true. Hernefors. And Troglodyter.
Harnessshooting. Kjenner det? Alright, this is the hangar section of Frame Team Iceland. There's a slightly fast cycle you can do here by getting the first anchor really fast and getting in front of this like sliding thing. It is pretty tight, you can be pushed up. Alright, Slide just goes for a different route to dodge the fancy strats. Doesn't lose that much time, it's just more safe. Nothing wrong with that.
Safe strats is very understandable in this situation.
Very much so.
I'm assuming someone is informing Sonic of the pace. At least in comparison.
He's got the spies out. Oh, and Gnis hits the fast cycle. That's my goat right there. Oh, look at that movement. Holy!
Holy! Who said my goat was washed?
Not me, I said he's old.
True.
Which he is.
Onk.
And the gap has shrunken once again to 23 seconds.
Holy.
But ladies and gentlemen, and those outside the binary, you have been waiting for like 5 hours at this point, but it's finally time. We are having the ACES Season 3 2020-26 first appearance of Cooper Hangar Defense, better known as CHD. Can we get the emote in chat 5 billion times?
Yeah, as mentioned, a fan favorite. Absolutely some of the most riveting gameplay in the entire series. As a wise man once said, this was the main inspiration for Five Nights at Freddy's. It is so good.
So first we have Mockshot, the guy from before. You remember him? He's pretty cool. But like, as Bendy says, you cannot hurt Mockshot with the knaves, so you must throw out the engine that's hung up in the middle of the hangar. That's the real strat here. Now Slice Sonic do be messing around a bit, but he's gotta be ready to press the big button when it turns green. Oh, now he's not ready because he was being too funny. Oh, he's losing time too funny. Oh no. He's being too funny, this is not good.
Why are you coin farming?
Flexing on the brokies. Look at Knist, he's got 2 coins.
Who needs any more?
Knist also coin farming.
Well, there's not really much else to do while waiting for the cooldown, I guess.
Filthy full game run, all he knows is grind coins.
Filthy full game runner, he says.
I says it.
I says it. In the
I calls it how I sees it. Just, runners, please stay on your button.
Runners, don't move. Just do your thing, please.
Like, you can jump on the tiny rocks the guards toss. That's funny enough. That's all you need. You can do the quad jump.
That's like the B oh, it's green now? Or it should be very... I thought it was. I got baited.
And the gap has shrunk due to funny down to 21 seconds. Oh, and here we are.
FNAF.
Dude, in a moment, we are going to have dual-wielding Cooper Hangar Defense gaming. Holy shit, I can't believe what I'm witnessing.
This has gotta be a first. Honestly.
So, for those who don't know, this is my 5th time commentating an ACES match, if you count the match just before this one. And this is the 4th time I'm commentating episode 3 of Slide 3. I am a veteran of commentating Cooper Hangar Defense. Right, so... Gnist is currently in the tutorial bit. And so is Slide Sonic, where you first have 5 guards coming from the left, and then you have 4 guards coming from the right. You need to take them out as soon as you can, an important tidbit is that on the left screen that both runners have, the middle bumpers that knock them into the water are quite slow, because a guard only counts as defeated once they go up in that like blue smoke thingy. So if they fall in the water and drown, then it will take an extra like second or two before they actually count as defeated. So
But
for
there's
situations
actual
where it matters when the last guard is dead, you do not want the last guard to be killed on the left screen with a bumper.
You have actual time optimizations in CHD.
Yes.
I'm amazed. I did not know this existed.
Every bit of this has some stupid time save you can do. Except for Moksha, just get on the button and shut up.
Yeah, just stand there, aura farm, stare at him.
Yeah. Use the camera to make the enemies walk into the path of the engine.
Very funny indeed.
I don't think we saw any rock jumps now. Unfortunately.
Disqualified, honestly. Do you have memorized the entire pattern for CHD?
I probably should have, but no, I'm just kind of winging it. I know like when Bentley talks, and depending on what he says, I know what's about to happen. So that's my take on that.
Blindfolded CHD when?
That would be funny. Just go by the music.
Yep. Just know the timings of the guards. Since I'm assuming it's always like the same type of guard. It's always.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
You just gotta know that, like, towards the end, Bendy says,
CHD is inconsistent.
I think we should ban it. But
Yeah.
anyway, when you can hear Bendy say, "By the paths you get in," that means that those are the last guards spawning. So these are the guards you do not want to push in the water, which Sonic managed perfectly.
Very nice.
Alright, and here we come to the part of Copenhagen defense that actually takes some sort of skill and effort. Isn't that crazy?
What?
The helicopter section.
Jeg hører, Bentley.
I don't want that kind of stuff in my speedrun. I want it to be free.
Men hangaren
Ew.
blir angrepet av for
Ew, I gotta work for stuff. Ew.
Effort, bleh.
Yeah, who even wants to do that? Like, come on now.
Effort? Effort.
Det allerede i lufta.
Well, I do hear that this is.
Bare se på hjemmesiden.
There's some funny tech you can do here.
Yeah, but I
With
have
the
ran out of
guards.
Pepsi Max, so what's the point?
True, honestly. What's the point anymore?
Jeg holder i
Yeah,
No
we
more
just
Pepsi Max.
we just stopped the commentary here. Gotta go get Pepsi.
Alright, so this is the helicopter section of Copenhagen defense. You start off by getting into this tutorial section where you gotta yank up 2 small guards, then 2 big guards, and finally a tank. After that, the actual part of the job begins, where progress is pretty much only dictated by how fast you can clear out tanks. So the strategy is to pile up these smaller, weaker guards onto the hangar and just let them attack. They can rarely do enough damage to be a problem. Then what you want to do is count the tanks after the final, after the tutorial bit's done. So like from now on, after you've defeated 5 tanks, then you want to yank up whatever guards are hitting the hangar. That's gonna get you an optimal ending. And like we're talking about a job where a time of 10 minutes is garbage and a time of 9 minutes 50 is amazing. That is the caliber we're talking about with time saving Copenhagen defense.
PhD is so goated.
It's kinda awesome if you think about it. But
10
it's still better if
seconds.
you stop thinking about it.
10 seconds of leeway. It's the ultimate expression of skill.
Something like that.
Real men 1v1 CHD.
10 minutes of pure perfection.
Exactly.
As Sonic is letting multiple flashlight guards stay alive. I do not recognize this strat, if it's some secret tech that I never heard about.
Peppogay.
Like right now, Sonic would want to leave every guard he can alive that does not have a flashlight. And just focus on letting small guards hit the hangar while he takes out tanks. Which is not happening. If Gnist plays this well, which he does remember the strat, there might be some time for gap closure here.
It does look very likely.
But we shall see, will we not?
We will indeed. What job do we have upcoming after this one?
After this one, it is Frame Team Belgium.
Belgium indeed. That one is going to be very interesting, depending on the truck RNG.
That one is pretty RNG dependent.
Yeah.
But most RNG patterns are recoverable, so we'll see. Though this gap is shortening by quite a bit. Let's see. I believe this is the final tank for Gnist. He just gotta pull this one up and clear the guards, and he should be good to go. Oh, that was excellent guards clearing.
Very clean.
Goddamn. Our gap is up to 28 seconds now.
Fully agree from my my timing as well. Truck RNG indeed.
What trucking?
Big trucking, ayo.
Now this is a small truck, and this truck is way worse than the big truck. I've been saying this for years.
I've been saying this. What are these emotes? They're good ones, Leaf.
Well, that's RV humping.
RV humping goes
And then
hard.
above that is get a little quirky. And then above that is CHD, and above that is Mo.
Shout out Fanks.
That's Fanks.
I love Fanks. Such a good emote.
Alright, Epic try not to laugh challenge coming up. Make it through this whole cutscene without laughing. Impossible. That's big
Funniest
comedy
shit
coming
I've
up.
ever seen.
Dude, that's just like the Baron.
For real though.
That is just what he's like.
Hanekyllingen. Hønefoss.
Hønefoss. Hanekylling. Skjønner du? I lost.
Neve i kjeften.
Have you ever seen someone put nave in the shift?
Neve in the kjeft.
In the
Indeed.
keft.
In the kjeft.
Alright, here's a tiny bit of RNG. If you play theater pickpocketing, you know what's up in slide 2. The guard can either have 2 bundles of coins or 3. And good luck. Yeah, 2 bundles. Only got lucky. Very nice.
I was certain that the second one there was outside of his laughing animation. It looked like
And it is quite generous.
It does seem that way. Alrighty. This is where the real runs are made. The run's about to start now.
Yeah, this is the first... Nah, that's not the first skill check, but this is quite a big one, so...
Yeah.
There's gonna be a big test of if the runner knows how to effectively GSM or guard bomb manipulate using the camera. If they can recognize the route the truck is taking and capitalize on it. He's going around the windmill and immediately into the hangar area. If the truck turns right here, that is very optimal. That is gonna be a lot of time save. Not quite. If it turns left here, that's also a good pattern. If it turns right, that's an issue. Okay, that's good. Did not quite jump over the bear trap it dropped. Yeah, the truck cannot go down that path.
Det holder ikke mye lenger.
Sonic checked. 69 coins for Sonic, very nice. Got spotted by that rabbit, not very nice.
Don't pull the frizz.
Don't pull the frizzler.
As the frizzler.
That is an unfortunate guard spawn for Sly Sonic. Ooh. The pig tried to fake him out.
Just caught on in time.
He's getting some quite unfortunate truck RNG. It is heading away. If it heads in towards the town, that is very bad. Because one, there's no guards in the town, and two, the town is quite far away from the next job trigger. So while you can get there fast as Sly, you cannot get
Ok, Sly.
to the next job trigger
Du må løpe fort for å
fast
ta
enough
den.
without some
Men
very
det skal
tight
være
movement.
lett å hoppe inn gjennom taket.
Gnist is scrambling for a guard right now, but it is not looking like it.
Fortunate that I didn't spawn at the top there.
I'm not sure they can spawn there on this in this section.
During this job? Mayhaps, but it looks like to have avoided the city at least for now,
That's
or
something.
the town rather.
That's something.
Du har dårlig tid.
Du har dårlig tid.
Du har dårlig tid.
Bra jobba. Islendingene kommer
Bra
til å
jobba.
slå Belgia.
Aha.
Det blir nok litt av en luftkamp i morgen. Ok, folkens. Da er vi klare.
Alrighty, we will be getting a
Når Sly kommer til hangaren,
time check soon.
og gjør oss klar til konkurransen.
Indeed.
Gjør deg klar, Sly. Snart er det semifinale. Følg med, Sly.
It looks to be a less than optimal position Gnist is in currently.
I do agree.
Mamma, dette går bra.
By my count, that was 29. There is a time disparity of 29 seconds.
That is the same on my count.
Perfect.
And Gnist just barely made it to the thing. The job trigger in time. Alright, this is ACES semifinals, not to be confused with the next round of matches in this here tournament. This is a different ACES, don't worry about it.
Ok, Sly.
Here's
Not affiliated.
big potential for a big time difference. You gotta be very coordinated, preserve your ammo, and be efficient at hunting down planes and shooting them. Ultimately, you'd want to do this whole section by only refilling ammo once. But it is often the case that you'll need to do it multiple times.
Sonic. Oh,
Yeah. A little bit of buffering. Okay, we're good. We're good.
a little bit. A little bit.
We seem to be fine.
Superflying, Sly. Du kom deg inn på topp 10-listen. Fortsett sånn.
Alright. Sonic at
16, 17.
18 planes versus Gnist's 8 planes. That is quite the disparity.
And Gnist, as far as I noticed, already went for the reload once.
Alright, Sonic
that
is
point.
going for the second reload, but I can tell that they've just been more aggressive with their ammo usage
Yeah.
and factor that into their game plan. Yo, Sonic with the barrel roll shreds, insane.
Det er mann mot mann.
It is 1-on-1. And that's that. The
And
gap might be
19.
widening a good bit here, just
Yeah.
going by eyeballing. Speaking of gaps, we are heading into a quite infamous job. Sonic is gonna reset. Almost did it too early. Slice's gonna reset and head into the first job of the fabled Bentley Gauntlet, opting to stay in. No wait, they swapped to dodge, but we just didn't see it in time, I think. Yep, that is definitely dodge. So you can save 4 seconds with optimal menuing on optimal hardware in this run by swapping to dodge in the middle of your run. And this seems to be pretty much a whole reset behind, which might be not exactly ideal. About a minute and change.
By my count, we are about 50 seconds. But
Seems about right.
yeah.
And see if Knis goes for Dutch. He does not. He opts to stay in Norwegian for the fans. But this does mean we get to see Dutch Mugshot, who is pretty good.
Love a good Major Maakwerk showing up every now and then.
We moeten afrekenen met Boefsmoel. Want hij mag de Baron niet eerder uitschakelen dan jij in de finale.
En hij heeft ook nog wat te goed voor wat hij met onze hangar heeft gedaan.
Klopt, klopt. Sinds de aanval
So yeah,
op
and this was
Boefsmoel
Beauty
houdt de
and the
Baron
Beast,
bezig.
correct?
We kunnen niet in het openbaar
This is indeed Beauty and the Beast,
want
home to one of the
wordt
most
gefeliciteerd.
infamous cutscene skips in the game.
Soms nog steeds.
Ik snap het. We spelen ze tegen elkaar uit. Ten slotte
Also,
is
shout out
gonna-
to Balatin, currently doing a react stream to this stream.
dat
What a
is één
legend.
voor Carmelita.
Alleen de
What a
veiligheid
goat.
van inspecteur
Love that guy.
maakt me zorgen.
Oh, maak je
Shout
maar
out
niet druk.
Valotin.
Zij kan een uilskuik als boef Smoel heus wel de baas.
Oké, ik lok een gevecht uit met Boefsmoel. En lok hem naar het dorpsplein voor onze kloppartij.
Dan trek ik de aandacht van Carmelita en leid haar naar
Alright.
dezelfde plek.
So this
Is goed.
is another point where the time
Dit is
could be
een
made up.
heel geniepig plan.
Goh, dank je.
We shall
Ik
see.
ben er zelf ook wel blij mee.
Also gonna be interested in. Also gonna be interested to see what kind of setups the runners go for. Are we going to be seeing the rocket boot setups, or are we going to be seeing the non-rocket boot setups? So obviously using rocket boot saves quite a bit. However, especially on 50 FPS, the skips become significantly harder, as you need to navigate different physics and the whole like behavior of Kamnitsa being slightly different due to the frame rate.
Okay. The Bentley slide down the stairs. We love to see it.
The
Wicked.
Bendy bus slide is quite goated.
Yeah. I just get a mental flashbang of the fucking Wicked emote whenever I see that happening.
Yeah, a little Tony Hawk track sound.
Exactly.
Hoor je wel wat ik tegen je zeg? Of ben je te stom om de woorden die je oor gaan
Actually, this is one of the few instances where the current world record uses unoptimal language, because according to Mapioto, he just straight up forgot to swap language when setting his currently world record in this episode.
That's kind of insane. Not gonna lie.
mean, Yeah,
Pretty
it's
sad.
4 seconds, so it's not a massive deal, but still.
Dorpsplein.
Mm.
5 minuten. Zorg dat je op tijd bent.
Like when competing for world records, you want every advantage you can get.
Indeed. Inderdaad.
Inderdaad.
Inderdaad. Tak for gaveabonnementet. Melody with another gifty to René Kerkong.
Leid haar naar het dorpsplein.
Appreciate the Melody. Thank you
For
for
supporting Sly speedrunning.
Yes.
Speaking of Sly speedrunning, Sly Sonic is off to the races with the push boost strats. With the rocket boot slides.
Hey, inspecteur Fox. Zoek je nog een...
And he's got the guard alerted. Oh, this might be something.
Hi, fucking Fox.
Okay, this seems fine. Just gotta get a setup that doesn't suck. We're still looking for one. If you have one, please forward it to my email. Alright, this is all or nothing. Here goes. Come on. That's good. Very nice. That was very much needed for the Giants to secure this.
In
There's
case
still stuff that can go wrong, but I'm not going to put that evil on the team. the guard coming in to defend Mockshot's life. Did not make a valiant effort. Gnist going for the rocket bootless setup, alerting Kamnita early with the smoke bomb. That is quite a nice extra strat you can do if you do not want to do the rocket boot setup. Let's see what kind of setup Gnist goes for. I think I've seen Bacon do this in full game. Bit of a variation of the classic gym setup. Oh, and he misses the
doesn't work.
skip. Oh, that is very unfortunate.
That is heartbreaking stuff.
That might just do it. That might just do it. The slower setup and not getting the skip is rough.
It is very unfortunate indeed.
Well, now Sonic's just gonna have to, like, they can just play safe, pretty much.
Yeah.
If they hit ghost attacks, there's nothing major that can go wrong anymore.
Yeah.
But we shall see, won't we?
We will indeed. It is not over till it's over. There is still quite a good amount of time left in the run.
Not going for the same setup, it looks like. I mean, just stick with what you know, right?
Yep.
Hit in there. That looks better.
Very
Nice.
nice.
He gets it second try. Very nice job, Gnist.
Als ik de wolf in slaap heb, is het jouw beurt. Bedankt, Guru. Jij weet altijd wat je moet zeggen.
Trying to close the gap. It is surely around a minute plus now.
It's a good bit more than that.
You would know.
I would know.
Yeah.
The cutscene we just watched is over a minute, if I'm not mistaken. I might be. Alright, I doubt Sonic will go for the cutscene skip here. They could go for it, but I do not feel like it is needed right now. Doesn't save that much, and the downside is pretty big in comparison. Yep, just tanking the cutscene.
Yep.
Losing those 8 seconds, no big deal.
Very understandable.
Not even 8 seconds. I don't know how much it is. Alright, let us see this excellent guard spawn manipulation. Going for a guard there, one there, and probably going for that one. Interesting.
Love the Guru theme.
That's great. I think it's called like the Shaman Rises. Ooh,
Yep.
be careful. If the giant wolf at all touches the water, that is an instant job fail. Fun fact,
That
we had
could
a
happen. That could
yeah.
still be through.
we had a world record by Bacon Man at one point that, like in full game, that got that.
Beautiful.
Like at the very end, he climbed that whole like runway to launch the plane, and the ending animation just kind of launched the wolf into the water.
Ah, very unfortunate.
Still got work, so that's pretty cool.
This is some pretty nice GSMing done by Sonic.
Yeah, this works.
One guard off.
Some potential okay.
Was just about to say.
I mean, he's a Lupus Gigantimus. He knows the
Yeah.
dog.
He do know the dog.
I don't know if Gnist took that hit by accident or if he's going for the cutscene skip, but I feel like either way it might be needed. Let us check out this strat by the
Is looking.
Giants captain. That seems good. Yeah. Bit of a slow setup, but it works. What the dog doing?
Yeah, the
Your
dog's
loose.
The dog's
I've
kind of
never
acting up.
I've never seen the wolf go in here. Oh no, he got a bad shot then. That's gonna be a while before I can shoot it again. Okay, there we go.
That is unfortunate dog pathing right there.
Yeah. Alright. Sonic setting up for the ghost attacks. He just needs to take one more hit before he is at good health. Is he aware? Okay, he is.
Thank it there. Does a bro know?
That does not work. Need some more momentum to slide into that exit gate. Well. Now he's just gonna navigate the noob mode and he can try again.
It is anyone's game, still.
It still is.
There is still room for Gnist to come back in this.
Now Sonic does need to take one more hit here because of noob mode. Yep. There you go. This is not what you want to see. Gnist has a chance to pull it back if this keeps going.
One more mistake.
If Last Sonic should hit the exit gate without getting ghost mode, then this could be.
It might flip completely.
This could be dire. Does Sonic even know what optimal health looks like on 2 deaths, on 2 layers of noob mode? Yep, that was not it. What is the setup? I'm scared. I'm not even running, but I'm terrified. Okay, that works.
And there it got hit.
Alright. Woo!
Potentially, even though Gnist is being quite unlucky with this guard, he's kind of juking the ever-loving life out of him. Look at him. Fucking ring around the rosy.
The rooftop picks are kind of big hits.
Yep. But in case Gnist, he hits the ghost attacks first time here.
He's still gonna need a bit of a miracle to keep up, if I'm being quite honest.
Sonic can still sound lock. There is still that possibility. It is not over till it's over.
Keep praying on the downfall until it gets entertaining.
Exactly. I know. Just
all the
keeping it
content.
realistic. Yes, exactly. But no, like it is looking very safe for the Giants currently.
Gnist is at half health, so he can just go for a regular bomb. Oh, that works too. Sure. Alright, just show that decade of Sly experience and hit that first try Ghost X. That's some movement by Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Not that bad though. Alright, let's see this billion years of experience set up for Ghost X.
1 billion years.
Ik heb volledige toegang. Wacht, de code is onstabiel. Alles gaat steeds sneller.
Ay. That was frames off.
That is unfortunate.
Frames, I say frames.
I could count the frames. That's how few it was.
Me too, that's 50 every second.
Exactly.
Does he know how to navigate noob mode on this? He needs 2 more hits. 1 more hit and he is set up properly. Good job. Oh, that's a lot of shots from the turret. There we go.
And he gets it.
That's my goat. First try.
I only saw 1 attempt.
Me too.
Very nice.
Also, I'm deaf and blind and stupid.
Me too. But you know, that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
So we are coming up on Operation on Sonic's side, correct?
Indeed we are.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say this phrase again. There was a brand new development pretty recently. It was probably sometime last year, but regardless. the route for the blimp section was improved quite a bit by maybe like a couple of seconds by abusing rapidly opening and closing the paraglider to preserve momentum. Good little bomb that started off.
It's going to be interesting to see if Gnist has that implemented, or if he's still doing the older strat.
I mean, that's going to depend on how he spent his warm-up time here. Did he look into new stuff, or did he refine what he already knows? Or was he even missing any new stuff? I don't know.
Very true.
Het gevecht om de 3e plaats begint. Als die lui aan het vechten zijn, Merkt niemand dit als jij naar de geschutzeppelin sluipt en een zender plaatst?
Dat klinkt vrij eenvoudig.
But this is indeed looking very much so.
Ze zien er nogal vreemd uit.
Again, I know I almost just mentioned this, but it looks like the Giants are gonna run away with this one.
There's not a lot that can go wrong.
Dat lijkt me geen probleem.
Bar a major brain fart.
Oh, Sonic
Sonic.
going for the old route, it seems. Interesting. This is indeed the old route.
So that death there is to reset the blimp cycles.
That is correct. That doesn't even do the para boosts.
Uitstekend.
Huh.
De eerste zender is geplaatst. Als ik
What are they planning?
zit er een drugschacht bij de voorkant van het vliegtuig. Die kan je misschien
What are they cooking?
Goed zo. Dat is
This is not fast.
Is it safer?
Depends how good you are at pressing R1 decently fast.
That is
Because I would
a
say
good
this is,
question.
I would say this is harder than the new strats, in my humble opinion.
Interesting.
I mean, if anyone would be aware of new developments, I would be sure if it was Sonic.
maar één zender en we zijn klaar.
Oh, he does know how to para boost. Unless he's just having fun with it.
He might be at this point.
Well, I mean, the gap's like over 2 minutes, so
Exactly.
we'll see.
Oké, Murray. De communicatieantenne van de Zwarte Baron heeft 3 steunpalen. Als je die omvertrekt, stort de hele
Yeah,
opstelling.
that is a very good point,
Geen
Andy.
zorgen. Als er één ding is waar ik goed in ben, is het roeien. En dingen slopen.
That is true. While relearning an old episode, you would not think to look at every single part of it. Like if I went away for 5 years, I probably wouldn't be looking into Copenhagen Defense when I returned.
Oh man,
It'd be
the,
same old, same old.
the frames saved at the end of it.
Holy moly!
It can work.
Well, hey Knutsi, just stay tuned. Do I have a tutorial waiting for you in like half a year?
The Sly 3 tutorial series is being
And Knis is
postponed.
doing the new strats.
Huh?
This is not what I would have predicted.
No, not at all.
I do really like this new route. It's so fun.
It does look very cool compared to the route that Sonic was taking.
I just like the part where you don't have to like squeeze the last bit of height out of every bounce to barely make it. You just go.
You just do. You get to hear more music too. Exactly, Mafia.
Nu komt het erop
That is true. The episode 3 soundtrack is quite good.
Schakel hem uit en de wedstrijd is gespeeld.
Filled
En voorzichtig
with
met de
bangers.
gashendel. Die blijft wel eens
I've been
aan.
saying this.
Maak je niet zo druk.
Insane.
Zie je op het erepodium.
And here we are. Sonic is off to the last dogfighting section of this episode.
Yeah. All that's really left that could possibly go wrong is a death or maybe 2 in the Baron fight. At inopportune times.
Yeah.
Got the optimal cycle for the dogfight.
Beer is goed.
Geschutzeppelins verzamel bij mij en
Yeah, Chris has the whole rowing section ahead of him.
Yeah.
This is not what you want to see.
Grote Baron, alle eenheden onderweg. Sorry Baron, maar dit jaar moet je eerlijk vechten. Wat? Wie ben jij? Hoe kom jij bij frequentie? Wat?
Wie ben jij?
Stop, dat is een bevel.
Stop.
Dit vliegtuig is gaar. Hoog tijd voor een upgrade.
Party for an upgrade. Look at the Baron just fucking strutting right there. He knows he's the boss.
Diesel, zeg je?
That's what it's all
Ik heb
about.
je verslagen. De dubbeldekker is stuk.
He's straight up balling.
Allebei nog, hè?
GG Norway.
Is nog niet
GG Norway indeed.
Dan gaan we dat nu doen.
Pas op, jongen. Ik oefen al 10 jaar met knokker. Vuistvechten is mijn passie.
Als je net zo goed vecht als
Alright, here we're probably going to be seeing implementation of double hit strats. Or just getting hit off the plane, that works too. Yeah, so right now Sonic is mashing the rocket, or not, is mashing the sprint button and the D-pad in the direction of the Black Baron. Meanwhile, continuously also mashing the attack button to get extra hits in on every swing, as we also saw in the Dr. M fight. But now with no risk of soft locking.
Just looking. Like, Kinestes is getting a very optimal cycle as well for the...
I can't hit the game mode, so I can't tell. It looked like it was a little bit off.
You would know better than I would.
I suppose. And with a couple more hits, that would be the end of Slide 3, Episode 3, and a victory for the Kinderdijk Giants.
Very big GGs to those guys.
That was an intense first episode with an early lead that they kept going until the finish. That was a very, very nice performance.
It was indeed.
Alright, so we're gonna be having the winning team join us in a moment.
Welcome,
Here they are.
everyone.
Hello.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, big congrats.
What were your guys' thoughts going into this whole draft? You made some quite surprising picks that I'm going to circle back to a bit. But what were your guys' strategy going into this?
Yeah, I mean, the drop was pretty alright. Like, it worked well in our favor, I would say. I think the last pick was a bit silly of me because I was absolutely not ready to do 3-3, but I clutched up, and I'm pretty happy with the time, all things considering. So I'm glad that the draft went out in our favor. That was a really, really good thing.
Yep.
I mean, getting you last in the turn order probably helped out quite a bit. Getting refreshed with everything, I assume.
Yeah.
So Takai, you on 4-2.
Yeah.
I did not expect that coming.
Yeah, that certainly was a surprise.
Yeah, is this
Yeah,
a new way for you? Are you now a slide forward runner?
I learned that category like 2 weeks ago.
Hell yeah.
Like last Monday or something. I started learning the category.
Beautiful.
Nice. We've already seen multiple runners this very season learning slide 4 for the first time. That is very impressive. I mean, it certainly didn't look like something you just recently learned. You adapted pretty fast to the new game.
I'm pretty happy with how it went. There was some hiccups in like Cooper for Hire and such, but I was only like a minute and a half off my PB, so like I'm pretty happy with that.
Very much so.
That's a very worthy performance. Inferno. We saw you on slide 2. How do you feel about that? How did you feel prepared? How did the run go?
I felt pretty good. I really wish I didn't have that death in Bear Cub kidnapping. I didn't expect that, but I was really glad I practiced so hard on the Spice cutscene skip, and I'm so glad I got, even though it's a little bit jank, but it could have gotten a lot worse. So got some coaching from these guys here, and it worked out pretty good.
He figured out that cutscene skip during my run.
Yeah, I was like,
he got the hang of it during my run,
and then I got it enough. Like I was like, okay, we'll just go for it.
Yeah, it was like attempt after attempt, and then we got it to click well, and yeah, that went really well in the race.
I'm really proud of Inferno.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. That's the kind of stuff you love to see in the tournament.
Yep, that's for sure.
Really nice work. Well, I want to thank you very much for joining us for this interview. A great performance, and hope the semi-finals go well.
Yeah. Congratulations, and GG's.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, what an intense set of matches. We now know that the first upper bracket match will be the Prague Bombers versus the Kinderdijk Giants. That is going to be a very interesting matchup.
Two
Very different
powerhouses for
teams
sure.
in terms of strengths and weaknesses, so the draft is going to be extremely important for that episode. Up next, we're going to be seeing the Knights face off against the Vampires this Tuesday. So make sure to tune in for that one. And the week after, no, 2 weeks after, we are going to be seeing the Gungathol Sapers face off against the Bloodbath Bay Buccaneers. 2 very exciting matchups coming up. You are not going to want to miss them.
That's for sure.
And we're going to be seeing the Lumberjacks and the Peacocks facing off in the first match of the lower bracket to reclaim their chance to head to the finals, where the losers of that match unfortunately will be out of the competition.
We're entering our complete elimination bracket at the very least for the already ran runners, as it were, which is going to be very interesting.
Very exciting. So thank you all very much for watching, and stay tuned for more Sly Goes Aces 2026.